Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this video. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for watching, sharing, liking, and commenting. It does mean a lot to me. I do appreciate your time, your gift of time. It does mean a lot. I don't take it for granted. So yesterday I did a small video about how we're switching this thing up for the end of May. The grit in you. That's what I'm going to be talking about for the rest of the month. Today is the 24th of May. It's a Tuesday. It's a beautiful day. So we're going to talk about the grit in you. Be bold. Be spiritual. Be practical. Rise up and walk in your purpose. Listen, I think that's a powerful statement. The grit in you should be bold, spiritually and practically. Rise up and walk in your purpose. So many of you who know me know that the name of my business is Grind the Grit. And the reason why I named my business Grind the Grit is because when I was in grad school, I did like a thesis type paper, and I talked about efficacy. And when I talked about efficacy, I talked about how you must have grit. You must have grit to work in efficacy. So I've changed my scenery around a little bit, but I still got my laptop up here, and we're gonna do some just some basic knowledge of what grit means and where it came from. So efficacy is the ability to produce a desired or intended result. How can you walk in purpose? How can you get the desires of your heart if you don't have efficacy? It's the ability to produce your desires. What is it going to take? Grit. It's going to take grit. Yes, it will. And when I was naming my business, the word grit stuck out like a sore thumb. I was seeing it everywhere. I had not really heard the word that much before in my lifetime, but once I heard it, I seen it everywhere. It was like something was telling me that I needed to have more grit. I needed to understand what efficacy was and how I can pull myself up out of the depths of hell, out of the depths of hell by my own bootstraps, right? By your own bootstraps. So what I know, what I've learned, and what I understand, I'm pouring it out to you guys for the rest of the month. And I am so excited. I'm so excited to talk about grit. So I did another little project, and I broke grit down into an acronym. And the acronym speaks to my soul and my spirit like nothing else in this world. So I'm going to share with you guys what the grit acronym really means for my business, Grind the Grit. Where would I be if I did not get out of my own way? If I didn't write that paper for grad school, if I didn't go to grad school, where would I be? I had to then get in position to be the best version of myself. Not just for me, but for everyone connected to me. And I had to do that best version in all areas of my life. All areas. There are several areas of life. There's career, there's relationships, there's family, there's finances, there's health, there's wellness, the well-being of yourself. All areas of your life. It takes efficacy. It takes grit to pull yourself up from your bootstraps rise up and walk in your purpose. So, having grit means the G is for gumption. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to start with the G, and you're going to have to come back every day to figure out the rest of it because I'm going to do my videos like that. Gumption means discern. I thank God for wisdom. Oh my God, I thank God for wisdom. And do I have a Bible verse for y'all? I prayed for wisdom a lot in this journey, in this transition, in this newness of life that I have. I just wanted to know. God, show me. Give me visions. Give me dreams. Give me intuition. Give me discernment. Give me grit. Give me efficacy. See, in order for us to get through this thing called life, we've got to have a little wisdom. We got to be able to say, I don't like that. That doesn't feel good to me. I'm going to make my no, and my yes, because I have wisdom. I discern. I have gumption. I have grit, and I have efficacy. You see, the way that you gain gumption is you recognize the patterns around you. You recognize the patterns first within you. If you're doing the same thing every day, every week, every month, every year, at the same time, that's a pattern. That's a pattern. Reevaluate yourself and say, I don't like that. And when you can control who you are, because we talked about self-control last week, then you can control what you do and do not like. So if someone asks you to do something or go somewhere, and you know you don't want to do it, just simply say no. And do the things that make you happy, that get you the desires of your heart. What do you desire? I know it's a simple question, but yeah, think about it. Yeah, think about it. So, those feelings cannot live within you anymore. Don't let those feelings live with you anymore. Let's renew your mind. Let's give you some information that's going to have you think about how you feel about yourself. How can you obtain gumption, discernment? You got to rise up and walk in your purpose. There you will find efficacy, which is your desire. I'm telling you guys, this is so easy. It's so easy when you know who you are, what you are, and why you're the way you are. It takes work, but it's still easy because it's something that you desire to know about yourself. Intrinsic motivation is the best motivation. A lot of people do stuff because they're intrinsically motivated. So why not be the best version of yourself in all areas of your life? I know I'm happy. I know I'm happy. So the Bible verse that I have for gumption, it is Ephesians 1:18. I'm going to read from the Message Bible if I can get it pulled back up because I accidentally hit something. Okay. So it is ironic that I was listening to prayer this morning and the pastor had mentioned this exact verse, so I knew it was real because God don't make no mistakes. In Ephesians 1:18 in the Message Bible, it reads, well, I'm going to read 15 through 19. I'm sorry. Give you some context. That's why when I heard of the solid trust you have in the Master Jesus and your outpouring of love to all the followers of Jesus, I couldn't stop thanking God for you every time I prayed. I think of you and give thanks, God of our Master, Jesus Christ, the God of glory, to make you intelligent and discerning in knowledge and knowing Him personally. Your eyes focused and clear so that you can see exactly what it is He's calling you to do. Grasp the immensity of this glorious way. Take it in, of this glorious way of life He has for all of His believers. Oh, the utter extravagance of His work in us who trust Him endlessly, energy, boundless strength. Listen, that boundless strength part, it ties up, well, the whole verse ties it all together, right? The whole verse ties it all together. But that boundless strength, do you know the definition of grit? Do you know the definition of grit? I implore you to Google it and to try to apply it to all the areas of your life you need to apply it to. But the true definition of grit is strength of character. Are you strong in character? Do you have love? Do you have patience? Do you have kindness? Wow, that's some good stuff. Thank you for taking your time and joining me today. I hope to see you tomorrow to continue this lesson on being bold, spiritually, practically. Rise up and walk in your purpose. I love you.